And now we're going to shift to technology and consumerism. Joining us is Dr. Billy Abraham from the Technology Marketing Department at Superior Academic College. Thank you so much for being here. So let's start with Amazon Music. They just launched this what do you call it, software program service, let's say, the service. So they just launched it. So what does it have to offer with regard to, its competitors? What makes it different?
All right, well, first of all, it's based on the smart voice activator. It's based on Alexa, which offers, a lot of things that other services do not provide. But the main thing is that you can search for music by asking, you can say, well, I want sad music, so it comes up with sad music, or I want happy music, or you forgot the name of the song, so you start singing some of the words, some of the familiar words, and it just finds it for you. So it makes it really, really convenient.
That's pretty cool. It's almost like having a person next to you,
exactly,
being able to access this music.
Alexa, you can use Alexa order, to order a cab. So it's a really personal assistant.
So really just set them apart. But regarding Amazon Music Unlimited, how likely are consumers going to subscribe to that as opposed to Apple Music, which is really booming?
There are a few things. So first of all, they offer the service for $4, but only if you buy the Echo Amazon, which costs $180, which is pretty expensive. If you don't buy it, the service is more expensive. It's about $8 to $10. That's one thing. The other thing is that people have other playlists in other services, and they have albums that they saved. So it actually makes a barrier to switching, from one service to another.
Well, it sounds really cool and really intuitive. We'll see, how well it does in its first week. But moving now to China and tourism and the hotel industry, what is making China so attractive to international hotels right now?
All right, we did mention China last time, but the thing with China is that it has a very large middle class. More than 100 million people belong to the middle class, which is much more than the United States. And their middle class comprises 20% of all middle class in the world, which means that they have more disposable income, and they are keen on domestic travel. So this makes them very attractive to international hotels.
So then, considering this, what challenges do hotels face when eyeing China, as a market?
Yeah, okay, so there are a few things. So one of them is the fact that there are a lot of local competitors. That's one thing. And I think one of the major competitors is services like, the sharing economy, companies like Airbnb, which offer much cheaper service. And they can offer you the home of your dream for half the price or a third the price. So this is something that they'll have to be looking for. But overall, considering the fact that there's a very big middle class, I think that in the long run, they're set to profit.
Interesting. So we're going to say with China in some sort of a sense, Alibaba, the consumer site, it employed a new payment system. So how does this work? Tell us about this.
All right. Well, it works like this. First of all, it's based on the virtual reality technology, and this comes on the backdrop of growing e-commerce sales in China. In 2015, a total of $600 billion in sales were made through online services, and this is much more. It's about 33% more if you compare it to 2014. The other thing is that more and more people are adapting the technology. They're buying different glasses. It's more readily available. And the thing is this: you put on your glasses, okay, and you are in a virtual store, Alibaba. Okay, and once you want to pay, I mean, you just look around. Once you want to pay, all you have to do is nod your head. When you nod your head,
super cool.
You're paying. The thing is that eBay has come out with something like this, but the fact is that with eBay, once you select something, you have to take off your sunglasses and pay online. So it makes the service, it doesn't make a seamless service experience.
Yeah, but what if you sneeze? By accident, you're going to be buying something you didn't want, right?
Well, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
I mean, they always have to work that.
Don't use it when you're sick, when you have a cold.
Exactly. But we're going to finish with something, a study that found that a big surprise for TV, that teenagers these days prefer to watch YouTube as opposed to the traditional tube. I mean, is this surprising?
Well, not at all. We know that in the United States, about 50% of homes subscribe to providers like Netflix and Amazon. By the way, today it was published that Netflix and Amazon are spending a lot of money on TV program. And just before me, Shelby was talking about, the exciting news about Netflix. So it's not really surprising. And we also know that more and more people are using smartphones and their computers in order to stream online programs, and I'm really not surprised. I think that the future is really one that people will not be watching television. I have more and more friends who do not even have cable subscription. So everything is just streamed online. So the future of TV is online. There are more and more companies that are realizing this, and they are providing channels online.
Interesting stuff. Well, Dr. Billy Abraham, thanks so much for being here, as always.
It was a pleasure.